Hey everybody, it's me, Kelly, your spiritual lighthouse, your sunshine in the dark, and I'm back at you again today with another reading. Today I came across a really good video, Draconic Priestess. Can't think of the actual name. Draconic something. You probably know who I'm talking about. And the video was about how do you view yourself, and I thought, what a great subject because on my channel, it's always about how do other people view you? What are other people thinking, you know? But really, it should be about how we view ourselves, right? Like, how do we view ourselves? It doesn't really matter what other people think. Who gives a shit, right? Sometimes it's interesting just to find out, like, what are other people really thinking about us? But today we're going to do how do you view yourself, all right? So let's get right into it. How does my collective view themselves? Okay, so you view yourself as somebody who's wise, protected, somebody who has 10,000 angels behind them at all times. Okay, you have a entire kingdom of angels, of ancestors, spirit guides that are behind you. You know that you're protected. You know that you you're brilliant, okay? You view yourself as organized, accurate, accurate in your thoughts, accurate in your perception of people, especially. Like, you can really read people, all right? You view yourself as somebody who has a huge spirit team behind them, always, all right? And it's true because we do. We're never alone, all right? That's something that you really need to know, even around this time. It's just about Christmas time. And a lot of people feel alone on Christmas if they don't have good relationships with their family or friends or with their children or whatever, right? So some people, even if you are physically alone, you're never spiritually alone. And you know that. You know that about yourself. All those things that go bump in the night, you know that that's somebody watching over you, somebody protecting you. Yeah. And then we get past life guides. Okay? You view yourself as somebody who is in this present lifetime you're here to navigate all the tests, all the trials. You're here to navigate this lifetime, all these karmic lessons, and you're here to learn. That's how you view yourself. That's how you view yourself, is here to learn, here to explore this world. And you're never alone. Look at all these angels, past life spirit guides. They're with you right now. I always burn sage and candles and incense and everything every time I come and do a reading. But if you guys don't do that, sage, it's great. It spiritually protects you. And you are spiritually protected, and you see yourself as having all these past life guides. You see yourself making these wise decisions in your life because of your angels, your guides, your ancestors that are behind you, kind of whispering in your ear, telling you what to do, where to go, how to do it, who to trust, who not to trust. You guys are very intuitive. You're very deep. You're very connected to the other side, the other realms. Okay? Yeah, prosperity. You see yourself as making your way to your castle of love, I just heard. Okay? This isn't just about abundance in the physical, this is about abundance in the spiritual. Look at the abundance that's in your life, right? You're creating your own kingdom. You see yourself as laying down every single brick on your own yellow brick road towards success, towards your own version of prosperity. Okay? And I just noticed this. I got two 42s. 42, 42. So somebody could be 42. Born in 1942. Or one of your spirit guides could have been born in 1942. Your ancestors. Right? Or sixes could be 666, right? 4 plus 2 is 6. We got two sixes going on. 66. You can see that. We got a 7 on the board. Which means you're very spiritually connected. And the 666 is all about... actually... I can pull it up for us. I'll do it really quick. Let's see what angel number 666 means. Just so that way we can get an accurate depiction here. All right. So 666 focuses on balance, self-nurturing, and refocusing your energy. Contrary to historical or cultural associations with negativity, modern spiritualists and numerologists view it as a constructive wake-up call to realign your physical and spiritual life. Okay, so that's how you see yourself, as waking up, as you hear this call for balance in your lifetime right now coming from your angels. So you could be balancing out, your debts, your finances, your career, your family, your home. This obviously could be about getting yourself under control. Maybe not drinking, maybe not smoking, whatever you do, right? Or whatever you're not doing anymore. Let's see. So right off the bat, we got the 11th house. So where the cosmos grant wishes, luck, and social occasions. So you can see yourself as this shining star, somebody who always ends up getting what they need. You're never in desperation for long. There's always somebody coming around to help you when you need help. Okay? You're never alone. I really want to stress that, because sometimes in this physical human realm, people feel like they're unheard, unseen, misunderstood. I just heard misguided. But you are the person who, you still wish upon a shooting star, wish upon a star. You talk to the moon, you talk to the stars, you connect to ancient deities and ancestors through the stars, okay? You believe in magic. You never stopped believing in magic. All right, that's why you ended up, or why you're ending up, like on your yellow brick road, because you didn't stop believing. You're the type of kid who never stopped believing in Santa, never stopped believing in the Easter Bunny and whatever other magical things, fairies, stuff like that. You might believe that butterflies tell you a message. Right? What kind of message do butterflies tell? Should we find that out while we're here? Okay. Spiritual meaning. Let's see. Spiritual meaning of butterflies. Let's see. It says, the butterfly remains a universal and potent symbol of transformation, rebirth, and the soul's evolution. Its unique life cycle serves as a metaphor for personal growth, suggesting that challenging periods of cocooning are necessary for spiritual liberation. Right? So you see yourself as somebody who's had to transform many times, had to go through many rebirths in this lifetime. You believe that your spirit guides help you every step of the way, and they do. You might be the type of person that has clear hearing. It's clairsentience, clear cognizance, clear thought. You see yourself that way. You're like this little girl who never stopped believing, or this little boy who never stopped believing. You never lost your magic. Okay? And you never lost your magic because your angels and guides have always been with you the whole time. They're always there. And you will make your way to this prosperity, to this castle, this kingdom that you desire so badly. Okay, maybe you've always wanted a castle. Maybe that's been your dream. You just always wanted to live in a castle, right? And that dream can totally come true. It's how much effort, how much time you put into things. I feel like you're the type of person that if you find something that you really want, you put all of your effort into going and attaining that. Okay? You got Aries energy. So you see yourself as fiery, magnetic, wands energy. Like you will fight for what you believe in. You will fight for your family, your children, your kids, even your pets, right? Oh, and we have the horse. And in February is when the snake year ends and it turns into the horse year. So the snake year is all about shedding old skins, shedding old layers, shedding old versions of ourselves. And in the horse year, that's when we fire up and we amp up and we start going towards our goals, our heart's desires. Okay? It says the energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely. You are dynamic. You are spontaneous. That's how you see yourself. Nobody could ever hold you down, pin you down, put you in a box. There's not a box big enough that could contain your wild horse spirit. Okay, horses could be significant to you. They represent freedom, power, courage, strength. Like this is a warrior riding in on a horse. But what they don't tell you is that the horses have to have just as much strength and soul and willpower as their rider, right? If you've never ridden a horse before, or if you've ever ridden a horse before, you know that they vibe on your energy. Like, they're not going to let you ride it if you're not comfortable, or they'll feel awkward, right? So that could be a message. Maybe you felt awkward in your life, like you never belonged. Maybe you felt like you believing in magic and believing in angels, and I just heard conspiracy theories and whatever, and UFOs and aliens and all that good stuff. Maybe, you thought that you were crazy. Like, why do I believe in that? There's a reason that you believe in that. There's a reason that this wishing upon a star energy is so potent in your energy. It's because you are made of magic. You are made of the stars. The same thing that the stars are made up of, so are you. Okay, we're all the same. We're all made up of the same star stuff. Okay? I think you realize that about yourself. But I do think that you think about yourself as being more protected or more gifted or more lucky in those areas of your life, right? Than other people. Why? Because you do still believe. You still have the power of believing in magic. Do you know how many people don't believe in magic? The world is magic. The world is made of magic. Yeah, and then we got Jupiter. So your confidence, your courage, self-belief, and your luck. Look at this. This guy's flying. Maybe all you wanted to do was fly, and then you learned how to astro travel. You taught yourself. Okay? You can fly. You're very lucky. You're very abundant. You're very spiritually gifted, and you have this sunlight quality to you, this star energy, this sun potent energy to you that nobody could ever take away from you. I feel like in your lifetime, people have tried to dull your shine. They've tried to steal your spark, put out your flame, right? But you never let that happen. And I'm proud of you guys for that, because there's so many people walking amongst us that don't believe in anything. They don't believe in anything magical or mystical, or, they don't believe in animals having something that they could tell us. And there's this eagle on this card, right? Again, about this strength, this freedom, this courage. You have the gift of sight. Eagles, they can fly higher than any other bird out there. And there's always, you'll see crows picking at the eagles, picking at them, and ravens, they'll be fighting up in the air. And what does the eagle do? The eagle just keeps on flying higher and higher and higher until it chokes those crows right out, till they can't breathe. All right? The eagle can breathe up there. That's the thing about the eagle. They're different. You breathe life into yourself, into the people around you. People, it's like you are the center of people's universes. You're the sun, right? You're the sunlight. They crave your energy, and you might crave your alone time. Okay? You need alone time to recharge, to regroup, to build your energy back up. And that's something that it's hard for people to understand, that if they don't require that themselves. Sometimes people will take it as like they did something wrong. Like you tell them, I need my alone time, and they think, well, what did I do wrong to make you need to get away from me? Why do you got to get away from me? And it's not about getting away from people. It's about centering yourself back into your own energy, because so many people take and take and take from us, and they don't even understand that they're doing it. I mean, if you're a mother, or a father, right? The kids naturally, they're drawn to you. You are their everything. You're their sun. You're their world, right? So they don't understand that, mommy just needs some alone time for a little bit. I just have to recharge so I'm not an asshole, right? All right. What else do we have here? How does my collective view themselves? How does my collective view themselves? So open your heart to love. Okay. You see yourself, maybe you see yourself as a closed door. Maybe you're trying to shut people out because people have tried to shut you up or burn your soul to the ground, maybe you see yourself as somebody who, it's like you are this doorway to wonder, to miracles, to magic. But not everybody can get into your door unless they have the right key, right? People need to be able to have the right key to open your door in order for you to open up about what you know, what you truly think, what you truly feel. I feel like you guys keep your inner world private. And it's probably because, again, people just, they shove you off. Like, oh yeah, magic isn't real. Manifestation's not real. Angel numbers aren't real. The animals have nothing to tell us. Right? I just got a visual of a bear in my mind. Like, your mama bear. You guys view yourself as a mama bear. A daddy bear. You were a cub. Right? And then you grew into this massive beast of a bear. And you can be very sweet, picking berries and having a good time, just enjoying life, catching fish. But if somebody tries to come over and mess with your kids, mess with your cubs, they're done. That's when those claws come out, rip you to shreds. And maybe that's how you see yourself, as somebody who's very, very powerful. It has to be, because we have the horse, we have the eagle. And I'm picking up on bear energy, and then just seeing all your angels just clapping for you in the background, like they're here for your encore. Your angels are telling you that you're on the right path. Luck it's imminent. It's in your future. It's written in your code, your DNA, your blood, your birth time. Check out your astrology. All right, but anyways, you could see yourself as being vulnerable. Maybe in the past you allowed too many people to step on you. You allowed too many people to come into your ear with their thoughts and their opinions before you opened up to realizing that it doesn't matter what they say. What matters is what's in here. Okay? What you feel. Your thoughts, your emotions, your dreams, your wishes. Okay? You're somebody who wants to fly. You're magical. You're spiritual. You take no shit. You're a warrior. You're an earth angel. You're here to uplift the consciousness of humanity, because this place is a dense fucking place. Okay? Like, I don't know if you guys have heard about, like, spiritual ley lines, but everybody who's born on earth with a soul has like a heart line, ley line in the universe. So this is something you're going to have to look up for yourself, because I have always had this pull to go to BC. I love BC. I lived there. I loved it. I felt so good there. And I just found out recently that BC is my golden path, like on my ley line, that it's where I should live, on the coast. Out there, like everybody has a certain place in the world where they should live. The place I'm living in now is a dense fucking sewer, a black hole. Okay? We have military around here, and we have just oil, like lots of oil and stuff around here, and it's very dense, heavy energy. And the people that live around here, they're not like me. They're not like you. They have a lower vibration. They don't understand me. That's okay. I don't need them to understand me. I gave that up long ago. I don't care anymore. And that's how you feel about yourself. but you should look into your ley lines where you are meant to live. Okay, because it's very interesting that I've had this inner pull to be there my whole life, and then I go look this up, and then that's what it's telling me. Well, no wonder. Like, that's where my manifestations will happen fastest, and that's where, I'll live my easiest life. I won't have to deal with the evil eye there, because people are different there. They're more open, and it's because of the energy of the earth that's underneath them. You probably don't even know that, right? Anyways, let's continue on. I'm going to get one more. How does my collective view themselves? The 6th house. So this is Virgo energy. You see yourself as a hard worker. You see yourself as having a duty to your family, a duty to yourself, a duty to the people around you. Like, you're here to fulfill a job. You're here to fulfill this energetic vibe raising in your community, in your town, or whatever, or just on the internet. The people that listen to me, you guys are my collective, right? I don't have anybody that I could talk to about this stuff offline. Not a lot of people. And if I do, chances are they don't understand, right? I'm hoping that you guys understand this. You guys might do yoga, you might garden, you might take your health and fitness very seriously. You could be working on getting your fitness back together, like maybe you took time off from the gym and then you recently started going back and you started eating healthy and just watching what you're putting into your body. Okay? But look at all these little stars around. Like, you are a star. You are magical. You are magnetic. You are energetically magnetic. Okay? What else do we have? Yeah, connections. Partnerships. Contracts. I've said this before, but it's like you are a human version of a crystal. Okay? Anybody who uses crystals, wears crystals, has crystals around their home, I just heard under your pillow, you understand the power that they have, the magic that these crystals hold. You understand that. And that's what you're like to other people. You're here to excuse me, throat chakra. Oh, it choked me out. Maybe people have tried to silence you your whole life. But they can't. They've tried to silence your voice, but they could never silence your energy. Your energy is beautiful, magnetic. It's healing. You're a healer. Okay? Energy healing? That's the one. Really? Yeah. Bang on. See, our spirit guides are with us right now in this message. You are an energetic healer. That's what you're here for. And that's how you see yourself. You see yourself as somebody that others go to get help, right? You help people just by being you, all right? That's your gift to the world. You could be involved in holistic things, or, just with this 6th house also, like, this is holistic healing, right? These two together, that's holistic healing. That's healing other people. You're a guide. Okay? I love you guys. Please leave me a comment if this resonated with you. I really, really enjoy when people comment on my stuff and it actually resonates with them. Okay? Because I put myself out there to help, to guide, to make sure people know that they're not alone. So this Christmas season, my Christmas wish for all of you is that you know that you're not alone, ever. Okay? Keep praying. Keep yourself spiritually strapped up. Sage. Wear your crystals. Black candles. Black salt. Whatever. Protect yourself. And if you feel like you're feeling really low, just pray to your angels. Talk to your spirit guides. You will hear them. They will come in contact with you. I promise. It's inevitable. The more you listen, the more you hear. Okay? Please like, share, subscribe. And again, leave me a comment. I love reading your guys' comments. All right? You guys have a great day.